What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Blazers Uprise Live. Today on a Thursday, the Blazers end up going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going into it without Damian Lillard. The Sixers will be without Ben Simmons. This is going to be the toughest task of the year. Honestly, I expect them to lose by a monumental figure, so it's a different feeling going into this game. I feel like we are a bottom of the league lottery team going up against probably the best team in the East right now. They've been playing great, so a little different feeling going into this one. Dame, I'm down with him getting his rest in this. We'll preview that game as we always do when we have a game on a Blazers Uprise live day. But as always, before we jump into that, let's jump into picks against the spread. We only got 5 games today. Let's look at the records. You had everybody except for Reese having a good day on Monday. It's nice for all of us, for the most part, to bump our records up. Me, Eric, and Chat were all 6-4, so we didn't gain any ground on each other. Trevin was 6-4 as well. And shout out to Westbrook, who had a 7-3 day to lead the charge. The mods are still battling out down there, but they've been keeping pace with us the past few days. They've been trying their best to catch up and crack into that top 3. Chat's experience, Eric's experience, I'm experienced. I mean, I guess Westbrook and Trevin were in chat last year. Reese wasn't. Reese is a little bit newer than that, but overall, we'll see if they can. We'll see if they can catch up. Not going to be able to, fully catch up today. There's not enough games, but we do have at least 5 games slated for tip-off tonight. The first game we have is the Atlanta Hawks versus the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are an 8-point favorite. This one is a tough one. Let me pull up chat on my phone.
I believe Trae Young has been ruled out of this game as well.
In that case, I am taking the Utah Jazz. Even if he does play, I'm probably, I probably still take the Jazz. They're playing terrific basketball, 16-5. That should have been us, man. That should have been us. I'm saying what the Jazz are doing, and it's like, man, that should have been us this year. But, props to them. They're playing great basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jazz, too. They're playing a lot better than the Hawks, so they shouldn't. I know it's on the road, technically, but yeah.
What's up, Belgian? Reese is going Jazz. Trevin's going Jazz. So we got Eric, Reese, Trevin. Looks like Chat's going Jazz. Yeah, Chat is definitely going Jazz. Get the final count, Westbrook, for double downs, 12-3, and then Westbrook, make your pick. Westbrook is a bit of a contrarian, so I don't know what he's going to end up rolling with here. Josh, sorry, I didn't see Westbrook. There's a lot in chat. I'll scroll all the way up and try and find it right now.
This peep Jazz. Clean sweep.
All right. Yeah, clean sweep. Haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah, Josh Collins, we always start off each episode with picks against the spread. We just dive straight into it for the most part. So the next game we have is the Dallas Mavericks versus the Golden State Warriors. Dallas is a 4-point favorite in this one. The Warriors going to Dallas with not a 16-5 record. They go in with like an 11-10 record. I'll have typos from time to time. I'll tell you the record. Yes, they are 11-10. I knew it off the top of my head. This is not the Warriors of yesteryears where they would be 16-5. So yeah, you got Steph versus Doncic. Good individual matchup there tonight. I'm going to wait on my pick.
I'm going to take the Mavericks. It's probably a dumb pick, but the Warriors have all their big men hurt and have to start Toscano tonight alongside Draymond. So yeah, they're a little thin up front.
All right. Trevin's going Mavs. The thing is, here's what I'm thinking. Against the Mavericks, honestly, that's a team you could kind of get away with it. I feel like all their bigs generally play on the perimeter outside of Cauley Stein. But Cauley Stein isn't somebody that's really going to punish you.
All right. So Westbrook took the Warriors, and Reese took the Mavs. Yeah.
Yep. I am also just going to play it safe and roll with the Warriors.
Chat took the Mavs 8-7.
We only take the first. The Warriors are not 16-5. I don't know if people just tuned in. They are 10-11. That's just a typo. Chat's going Mavs. I just, rush these out and sometimes forget to change the record. The Jazz were 16-5. That's why that was still there. So anyway, yeah.
Wait, you said Warriors, but you put yourself down for Mavs.
I said I'm going to play it safe and take the Mavs.
You said I'm going to play it safe and take the Warriors.
Did I? I meant the Mavs. I don't remember that.
All right,
yeah.
So you're taking the Mavs just to be clear.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And then the third game we got is our slate that's still, it's our game. It's us. It's Portland, a shorthanded Portland team, and we're going to preview this one going up against the Philadelphia 76ers, who are 16-6. This one is going to be rough, man. Philadelphia is a 10.5 point favorite. I think that's the biggest favorite against the Blazers. On Monday, we picked for a Blazers game, and that was against the Bucks. I think it was around a 10-point favorite for the Bucks, and I was rolling with the Bucks. A lot of you were rolling with the Blazers. That didn't work out so well. So that was one of the games where I gained a little bit. That was the silver lining in that disastrous performance. Tonight, I am going to take the 76ers. I don't think there's any way this is less than a double-digit win for the Sixers.
Yeah, tonight's where my homerism ends. I'm taking the Sixers as well. I actually put some money on it as well. But yeah.
I mean, you might as well make some money, man. Yeah. I mean, I respect it. I'm up here in Washington, so we can't do that, sadly. We're still behind the 8 ball.
Again, I'd gladly be wrong. But
Reese is going Sixers. Yeah, we need CJ Ellaby dropping 20 tonight, He's going to prove you wrong. Westbrook is going Blazers. By the way, Westbrook Dame is out for tonight. Didn't know if you knew, but I respect the Blazers pick. Philly 8-7. Wow, chat almost went for the Blazers. Interesting. Even though they're gonna have to probably play Kelvin Blevins tonight. And then Trevin said
the Sixers.
Sixers, alright. So you almost got a clean sweep against the Blazers. This definitely hasn't been picked this heavily against the Blazers, but the Blazers haven't been this shorthanded against such a good team.
The first 3 games, we've all picked the same except for 2 of them. Westbrook's gone against us. He's
yeah. These clean sweeps, man. I don't necessarily like a clean sweep. I love split votes. Split votes are more fun. Hopefully, I think we can get a split vote on this one. I think this will be a more competitive vote because the next game we got is Memphis versus Houston, and Memphis is a 3.5 point favorite. Houston's been playing great. I'm just going to take Houston in the points. Memphis has been playing really solid as well. Just Houston's the underdog. Nope, not the Timberwolves. Let me change that. I'm going to roll with the Rockets in this one.
This is one I've gone back and forth on. I'm actually going to go against you and take the Grizzlies. Screw it.
All right, good luck with that one.
Probably going to kick myself, but...
The Rockets been playing great, but the Grizzlies just blew out the Spurs, and I took the Spurs against the Grizzlies, and then the Grizzlies blew them out. So that was one of my losses on Monday. So I didn't want to pick against them again, but you got a Rockets team that I just can't go against right now. Westbrook is going Houston. What's their record the last 10 games, Reese? I think it's pretty good.
12.
They got blown out by the Thunder. I did not see that box score, but before that, they were playing great. So, Trevin is going Grizzlies.
Okay.
Chet is going Houston, and Reese is going Grizzlies. There's that split vote. See, I predicted it. You got Eric,
Good
Reese,
call.
and Trevin. Yeah, Eric, Reese, and Trevin. I'm still waiting for a split vote where like me, you, and Reese agree, and Westbrook, Trevin, and Chat disagree. We haven't had one of those. Seems to generally be like me, Westbrook, and Chat versus you, Reese, and Trevin. I don't know if that's just me, but a lot of split votes I think seem to fall that way. But yeah, that's a split vote. It's a lot better than the first 3 games where we had pretty much even votes or the same votes for all the same teams. So 5th game, you got the Lakers taking on the Denver Nuggets, and the Lakers in this one are favored by 5 points against the Nuggets. This game is being played in LA. I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, so y'all can go ahead and make your picks in chat. And Eric, if you know what you want, go ahead.
I'm going to take the Lakers.
Alrighty.
Is that your pick, Reese?
So you're going Lakers. Trevin is going Lakers. What was Reese's pick?
He said Lakers make a statement tonight. So yeah, Lakers are his pick.
Alright.
Oh, 13-2 Rockets. That changes things because that'll most likely make it their double down.
Westbrook is going with the Lakers. Is Chat going Lakers as well?
Do not know yet. I think
Seems
Westbrook was
pretty
recounting the Rockets ones.
I'll pick after Chat. I'll pick last. Emerson, who's inconsistent Jamal? Is that Jamal Murray? 8-7 Nuggets. Wow. I'm actually down to roll with Chat and take the Nuggets and the points.
Okay. Nice.
So me and you, Chat, we're on this island together. I kind of wanted Chat to go Lakers. I don't think I've made a pick against everybody else today, so or this year. But I'm down to roll with Chat alone on this Denver Nuggets island. So that is picks against the spread.
Double downs. Double downs going to be the Rockets for Chat.
I'm going to double down on the Jazz.
Going safe.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe pick that the Jazz win this game. If Trae Young is out. If he's not out, then it's iffy, but...
Westbrook's doubling down on the Lakers.
Honestly, I probably should have doubled down on the Sixers, but screw it. Ben Simmons is out, so that, I don't know.
Trevin's doubling down on Utah. Reese is doubling down on the 76ers. Is that everyone except for me? That's a tough one. I'm going to double down on the 76ers too.
Alrighty. So, double downs are as follows. I am doubling down on the Jazz. Chat is doubling down on... Let's just do it left to right. I'm doubling down on the Jazz. You're doubling down on the Sixers. Reese is doubling down on...
Sixers.
Westbrook is doubling down on...
Lakers.
All right, and then Trevin's doubling down on
the Jazz with you.
Yeah, and then the chat is rolling with the Rockets. So pretty. You got me, Trevin doubling down on the Jazz, Reese, Eric doubling down on the Lakers. Chat's doubling down on the Rockets, and I already forgot which one Westbrook's doubling down on. So
Lakers.
Once again, yeah, Lakers. So once again, that is our records heading into today. We'll see how we do. Now let's transition to pregame mode. You got a bunch of injured players. I mean, you guys already knew that. Damian Lillard's not playing tonight. That's the title of the stream, so you guys already knew that as well. Ben Simmons is not playing tonight, so at least, I don't know, at least they're not full strength, Maybe we only lose by 30 instead of 40, but my goodness, man. You got Anthony Simons with a minutes restriction.
Can I name the starting lineup?
Yes. Let's just name the lineup, all right? Let's just go through all 9 players that we have active tonight, right? So
yeah, here's the starting lineup. It's Gary Trent Jr., Rodney Hood, Carmelo Anthony, Robert Covington, and Enes Kanter. And that leaves Simons, who you just mentioned, as a 20-minute bench replacement. And then Giles, Ellaby, and Blevins. That's our entire team tonight.
We get to watch CJ Ellaby ball out, man. I wish we had Little for this game. Yeah, because if Anthony was healthy, I assume they wouldn't start Melo and they'd start Anthony, Gary Trent Jr., Hood, Covington, and Kanter. But yeah, so, dude, I don't know, man. Like, Embiid versus Kanter already is just a terrible matchup for us. I guess, I don't know, maybe he's the type of big that Kanter can do okay against. I don't know, I'd rather have him going up against Embiid than Jokic, probably. I don't know, but Jokic is a slow player, too. I don't know. You don't want Enes Kanter going up against any star big. They got Seth. Let me just look at their lineup. Do they have any other legitimate injuries to notable
I don't know.
players?
They have to announce who is sitting. They didn't have any injuries, but sometimes they've been sitting people in the back halves of back-to-back, which they played last night.
Mm-hmm.
So they had until 4 o'clock to announce that. I haven't seen anything other than Simmons, though. But,
yeah.
John asked why Simons is on a minutes restriction. He tweaked his hamstring the other day, aggravated an earlier season injury to it, and yeah, it's kind of, I'm guessing they're having him play because they had to have enough people to play, but I don't know why you'd let him play if he's limited to 20 minutes, like what that does. I don't know.
Yeah, and they have by far the best 2 players in this game being Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. Joel Embiid is averaging 28.6 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, almost 3 assists on 55% from the field. And he's also shooting 42% from 3 on 3 attempts a game. So he will be able to stretch Kanter out. Tobias Harris is averaging 20.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, almost 3 assists. He's shooting over 51% from the field, and he's shooting 45.5% from the three-point line, so he's a sniper, right? We talk about our team just giving up a bunch of threes. It's really going to hurt us tonight, because then you also have Seth Curry, who's been a starter for him, and we all know from experience what he can do. He's shooting 48.5% from the three-point line so far this season, so he's been knocking it down. Danny Green, they got him shooting 37%. Even Dwight Howard is shooting 43% from 3 on an attempt every 3 games. So that's pretty that's pretty good for Dwight. I don't know, man. You got a team that's coming in here. I mean, you just look at their average shooting stats, and it's 36% as a team. They have some guys that struggle to shoot, but like Ben Simmons is shooting 17%, right? Shake Milton's only shooting 30%, but he can shoot a lot better than that, and he's actually probably been he's been their 3rd or 4th best player this year. He's only averaging 24 minutes a game, but he's averaging 14 points per game. He can shoot better than 30%. He's one of those guys that's like, oh, wow, he's not shooting well coming into here, but if we give him a bunch, I could see us giving him a bunch of open threes and him having like a 4 for 7 night. That is definitely possible. They do play Tyrese Maxey. Regular minutes. He plays 18 minutes a game, averages 9 points per game off their bench. He's not the most efficient, but he's been impactful as a rookie. He was one of the rookies I liked in this past year's draft. This past year's draft has been playing pretty well this year, so that's kind of their scouting report. Yeah, I just don't think we have a chance in this one. I mean, you just look at the talent, man. I don't even want to get into the coaching, right? And Doug Rivers has been doing a good job with that Sixers team, and you guys know how we feel about Terry Stotts. But just looking at the, and we try not to do this, and people do this way too much. But at some point, you just look at the lineups, and it's just like, yeah, no, it's not a good situation for us going in.
Yeah, see, here's the deal. Most of the time when we say injuries aren't an excuse for the things that are happening, it's because we still feel like when you have a Damian Lillard or a CJ McCollum, or in a lot of cases, both of those guys, we still should be able to compete and win against most teams. Mm-hmm. In this situation, I mean, when we're talking about having to play guys like LB and Blevins, which is another topic of why we have to rely on those guys and why we don't have someone else in those positions. But it's just, I mean, we don't have a true point guard, and our kind of only somewhat point guard is limited in minutes. Like, it's just a really tough matchup against a good team on the road. We've already been on the road for several games now. This is not a game to judge coaching, even with the caveat that I feel like something that's always overlooked in the whole personnel versus coaching debate is, I always feel like if you're a good coach, if you can coach well when you don't have the personnel, that's a good sign of a good coach. Not like, oh, I need to have good personnel or my coaching doesn't work. So that's the only thing I'll kind of be watching tonight is to just look to see how Terry uses some of these guys and sees if he can come up with some creative ways. And the thing about this is we talked about this with the Nasir Little game, where maybe, you get a guy going with all these injuries and maybe later in the season he could help you win. Well, if you discover some plays or some different systems that you could run, something you can do with some of these players that later on in the season help us win games because we discovered something out of this game, then that might help us a lot. My worry is we're just going to go in with the attitude like, oh, we don't have a chance in this game. We're just going to throw these guys out there and let them do whatever they want, post up Melo like 40 times and, not even do anything. But, this is a good way to learn, oh, let's try getting Gary Trent some threes off of screens or something, or let's try to get, Melo some shots different than just ISO and 3-point shots or something. Just go about this in a different way, maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have a structured offense. So there are going to be mistakes in this game that you can't just chalk up to, oh, we don't have Damian Lillard on top of the injuries we had before. You know what I mean? It's like we shouldn't be playing stagnant. You don't have a guy like Dame or CJ to rely on to get you isolation buckets, so that's even more reason why we should be running a structured offense. So if it's just super stagnant isolation, we're not even running sets, then that's, something that you can't just chalk up to not having Dame, because it's actually the opposite. We should be running more sets without Dame, especially without a traditional point guard in the lineup. We just need guys to bring the ball up the floor and initiate the offense, and then move the ball in the half court. Once things are initiated, I feel like you won't really see the effects of not having a point guard. You'll see the effects of not having Damian Lillard specifically, but right. If you're moving the ball and cutting and all that type of stuff, you don't need a traditional point guard to do all that. Everybody participates in that anyway, outside of the point guard when you have one. So not having one, you don't need one in order to move the ball, in order to cut and whatnot. Now, if that's not productive, you don't have a guy that's really great at working the pick and roll or anything that you can just give the ball to and he's going to make something happen on the pick and roll. It's like you got Gary Trent Jr., Rodney Hood, Robert Covington, Melo, none of those guys you want in the pick and roll and stuff. So you don't really have that end of the shot clock sort of thing that you can rely on. So that's where things come into play, where you don't have Damian Lillard, you don't got a point guard right now, so that's where things can get tough, and that's obviously not a coaching issue, But that's all the more reason they should maybe pressure defense. With Melo and Cantor, that's probably not really going to work, but with Giles in the game, I would try and put Giles and Melo on the floor as often together as often as possible together, and then I don't know, like just their roster's so bare it's hard to even picture like certain rotations. But I mean, if you got a team out there that struggles getting buckets in the half court without, you know, a Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, that's more reason to maybe ratchet up the pressure and try and get steals and fast break lay-ins, so you don't have to play in the half court, so you don't have to rely on that type of stuff. There's different things that they can try and do to kind of offset the loss a little bit. You're not going to come close to canceling out not having Damian Lillard tonight, but there's things you can do, and that's what good coaches do. That's back to your point where good coaches find ways with a very banged up roster to like make certain things happen to help them out, to help them be competitive. So that's what I'm going to be looking for tonight. I don't expect it, and honestly, I'm not going to sit here. We could lose by 40. I'm not going to sit here on the post-game show being like, man, Stotts, man. Like, I'm not even going to post anything about Stotts tonight, because here's the thing. If you post something about Stotts tonight, the people that defend Stotts are just going to have a field day with it and make you look like, oh man, these people just want to hate on Stotts no matter how injured he is. And at this point, you have to just say, yeah, we're just injured as hell. You know what I mean? You don't want to make it look like, you know, it's so black and white where it's always, you know, like Stotts, it's 100% Stotts and injuries don't matter at all, right? Like, so I'm not even going to be posting anything about Stotts tonight on Twitter. There's just no point. It's not going to get anything done. If anything, it might, you know, look bad, and other people would have a field day with that. So, I don't know. Are you the same way in regards to that?
Absolutely. I've already decided whether we win or lose this game. I'm just gonna watch the game, see how the guys do without our guys, you know, and yeah, I mean, if we have a competitive game, I mean, I hope we win, and I hope when that happens, or if that happens, that I don't see like, oh, Steve Stotts is the greatest coach of all time because they won this game or whatever. I don't think this is really going to have anything to do with coaching. It's just going to matter if someone gets insanely hot like Anthony Simons in his 37-point game. I don't know if you saw it, but Daryl Morey had a great tweet today. There was a tweet, Casey Holdall tweeted out like what our available 9 players were for the game. Mm-hmm. And Daryl Morey tweeted out, "I will not be fooled," or something like that, and then he posted a link to the story about the game where the Blazers started Anthony Simons, and yeah, so that was funny. That it's kind of cool to have to like openly see another GM be like, I know these guys are talented. I'm not gonna think we're gonna easily win this game. So. But
too bad he's on a minutes restriction. He ain't going to be able to play 48 minutes tonight. He's not even going to be able to play half that. So, just tough situation. You got to, I don't know, how many minutes do you expect from Ellaby and Blevins tonight?
I'm guessing they're going to get like 15 to 20 minutes each, just because they have to. I mean, I don't think Melo can play 48 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think Cantor can play 48 minet's.
Well, Cantor and Giles, I feel like we'll just split the center minutes probably.
Trent might be able to. If we're getting blown out, I could just see him like not even playing Melo and Cantor too at the end, and then both Blevins and CJ will be playing like the whole second half.
Here's the thing: I'm just doing some math. Say Cantor and Giles split the center minutes, and then Giles maybe plays, I don't know, 5 minutes next to Cantor. All right? And then say every other starter plays 36 minutes. So Trent, Hood, Melo, Rocco. Right? It might be a little bit higher than that, but just say 36 minutes. And then you take out Anthony Simons' 20 minutes, right? That would leave 23 minutes left over for Ellaby / Blevins. I mean, you could hypothetically run an 8-man lineup out there and not play Blevins. That's what I would do tonight. Blevins, bro, just the way he moves out there on the court, he just doesn't even look like a basketball player. He just looks like just this you know, guy who would be athletic for an average Joe, just out there kind of running around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't even play him. You can play Ellaby 23 minutes or 25 minutes or even 30 minutes at this point. I think Ellaby, for as non-impactful as he would likely be, I think he's better than Blevins at this point. So you get Blevins isn't part of the future or anything. Ellaby, I don't know, long term maybe he might be, So just run him out there. Just say, yeah, you're gonna play 25 minutes tonight, no matter how bad you play. Give him that confidence as a rookie. Going into his first meaningful minutes ever, pretty much, he played a meaningful 30 seconds last game. He hasn't had a meaningful minute yet. So give him that confidence, try and get him some decent shots. And I mean, I think he can compete defensively. He looks okay. He looks okay moving his feet and whatnot. He's obviously a little bit frail, but he can compete defensively. And if you just get him open threes, I mean, he has the talent to be able to knock down some shots. So he could hypothetically, if he plays up to his talent level, could be a guy that doesn't really hurt us, that just kind of fits in, especially if he's playing with confidence. So I think that's what you do. You just say, you played 25 minutes a game tonight, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, you're going to be playing. Yeah, just go out there, play with confidence. Don't worry about making mistakes, and just play your game. That's what the message should be to him, and that's what they should do.
Who do you think is going to be our leading scorer tonight? I'm saying Trent. I think he's had a big game.
Yeah, but Trent I don't know. I feel like Trent without Dame he's gonna be, I don't know, a guy that's more keyed in on, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to get him good catch and shoot shots though. Yeah. He's gonna be the point guard. He's gonna have Tyrese Maxey guarding him in the starting lineup, assuming Maxey starts, who's a decent defender and quick laterally. I don't think he's gonna be able to do much off the dribble against a guy like that. So it's like, okay, are we gonna be able to get him catch and shoot looks? Honestly, I'm tempted to say Melo just because I feel like we're just gonna ISO the hell out of him. Cantor's always up there. I don't know. That's a tough guess. Let me know in chat. Type the name of who you think is gonna be the leading scorer tonight. Conventional logic, I'd say Trent as well. It's just I could see him having a rough one tonight.
It'd be kind of fun if they put Curry on Trent to post him up and see if Trent can have some post moves or something.
Maybe that's the plan, man. We're just gonna post up everybody, bro. We should have started Giles instead of Rocco, and then we could, Rodney Hood likes to post up. He could have, been the 2 guard, right? Trent is a big point guard right now. You could post him up. You got Melo at the 3. Yeah, Melo at the 3. You can post him up. Yeah, we just got this size. Giles the 4, Cater at the 5. You could just post all those guys up. Just take turns posting different guys up and just make it look like the 70s. You're gonna see a lot of post ups tonight, I feel like. But Trent Maxey's strong, so I don't know if that's a decent matchup for him. But whoever Curry is guarding, that is somebody that you could attack. They might start Curry at point, but I feel like they'll start Maxey. He's already started 6 games this year. I don't know. Those lineups have to be out by now, don't they?
Yeah. So I think when Simmons is out, they do start Maxey usually. But they definitely will start Curry too, so I think they'll start both of them.
Yeah,
But that's if Hood is our 2 guard, that's a tough matchup for either of those guys. So we could post up Hood a lot.
We could attack whoever Curry is guarding. We could post up. That might be the one of the best things we can do without Dame or CJ. Cantor. Okay, here's the issue though. Cantor posting up against Embiid.
Yeah,
that's
not ideal.
I mean, if
you got him into foul trouble or something.
I mean, if you get Embiid into foul trouble, that I feel like that's the only way they could potentially somehow claw this game out is by limiting the impact Embiid could have on this game. Because without Embiid, I mean, you still got, I don't know, you still got Tobias Harris, Seth Curry. They're still, deeper than us because we have so few guys, and they still have a more talented lineup than us. But it's closer. It's closer enough where I say without Embiid, we could compete in this game. You know what's funny though is, bro, if the teams were reversed, if let's just say the Philadelphia 76ers, if their team name was the Portland Trail Blazers and our team name was the Philadelphia 76ers, this would be a extremely close game.
I'd be so stressed out right now. Like, most of chat saying it's like nice to not be like super like anxious about a game or whatever. But yeah, I agree. I would be like, oh my god, do not blow this game.
We almost lost to them last year when we had Dame and CJ and Nurkic, and they didn't have Embiid or Simmons. You know, we almost lost to the Clippers. They had Paul George, but like rested him down the stretch. We did lose to the Clippers. Rodney Magruder was going off, of all people. You know what I mean? Like, against teams that are as depleted as we are, we struggle, man. We really do. We play down to their level. And I don't know, maybe the Sixers do that, but the Sixers are 16-6 for a reason. You know. Most teams don't play down to the level of their opponents quite as much as we do. Like, that's a serious issue with our team. So it's just funny thinking about the roles being reversed, man. It's like, if we were on the other side and, you know, but Blazer fans, we'd be worried. We'd be worried. Like, oh, this is going to be a lot closer than it should be, huh? And going in tonight, everybody's like, yeah, we got to lose by 30, you know. It's no big deal. We're just going, you know, see what Ellaby can do. Like, it's funny, the contrast there.
Yeah, I mean, like what Kyle says, we did technically lose a game like this last year to the G League Warriors.
yeah.
They were missing their entire starting five. Entire starting five was out, and Kai
Bowman went off. So like that's like if CJ Ellaby goes off, you know. Yeah, it feels. Whoa, Kyle. I don't say his username. It sounds weird, man. Funny. I don't even. You know, this man thinks he's woke. This man thinks he's woke. But
no shot.
Yeah, no shot. No shot tonight, right, Kyle? But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm tempted to just like work during this to. Not even watch it, but I'll watch at least, you know, half of it, probably more. But I don't know. I'll watch the start. If we get down like 25, 20, 25, I might just tune out and say, Eric, cover me on the post game show. The post game show will be interesting tonight. It'll be probably laid back and. You know, and not much coverage.
Playing 101 and stuff again.
Well, resent me a video of his jump shot, so I need to break it down and give him feedback. Chat on the last post game show was saying I can't dunk, and I mean, if I got a clip from yesterday, just because I don't know, man. It's not even impressive because I'm tall, but. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I posted in the Discord because Reese was out here saying I can't dunk, man. I don't get it, but yeah. So, you know, if y'all want to hate on me, I will defend myself with video evidence on that one. You know, it's yeah, Reese, you can't dunk, man. You can't talk to me about not being able to dunk, my guy. But it's his clone Torissa. Yeah, this is basically how the post-game show will be tonight. We'll just hang out with you guys and chill and relax and have fun. That is kind of the plan for tonight. It'll be, I don't know, I enjoy those streams, not going too hard, not having to think about what we say, you know. We don't go off on tangents without thinking about what we say, you know. That's kind of other media platforms and members. But, you know, tonight... Just not gonna overthink this one too hard. Hopefully they can get a win. If they get a win, then we'll break down. You know, we'll break things down in depth. We'll obviously still bring you breakdown and go over each player and whatnot. But yeah, just tough task for the Blazers tonight. So anything else you want to talk about before we log off?
Not really.
We've only been live. Okay, my timer said 21 minutes. I was like, we've only been live 21 minutes. It's actually been 40. It was glitched. Dame says I forgot what number 2.2 was. I'm pretty sure it was Eric. So last year we actually had a rule that you get put in a 5-minute ban if you say 2.2. It doesn't matter what the context is. So like example.
And this 2.2 is Tori's college points per game, and someone tried to like talk crap.
Example number 2. That's what we do to anybody saying 2.2. 2.2 more than you though, to pretty much everybody saying that. Also, I could have went back and averaged 15, but
Yeah.
Females.
I mean, if you want to check the per 36,
female choices. Yeah, per 36, I was balling, man. Per 36, I was balling. But bro, come play at our pickup runs and get ran if y'all want. We were talking about this on the last post game stream. After the pandemic, we will have pickup runs, and you guys can get some work if y'all want. I'm better than Blevins for sure.
The 2.2 is better than the early season topic that you were banning people for.
I don't remember. Actually, I think I do remember, but you're not gonna talk.
I know I'm not gonna talk about it. But.
You ain't gonna put that out there, cause my rebuttal, and it's just a lose for both of us. But yeah, man. I mean, the 2 minutes I played, or the 2 games I played more than like 12 minutes. I played like 15 minutes, had 12 points. It was against the team that ended up winning the championship for Northwest Community Colleges. Dropped 12 on them both times I played them because I got 15 minutes because we were getting blown out. So when I got minutes and when I like had confidence, I played well. It was tough to come off the bench and then know if you make one mistake you get taken out. So when I talk about players, in that situation, I'm speaking from experience. I've experienced that. So and my knees were crap. Sounds like excuses. I sound like a Terry Stotts clone, but that's just my experience.
Yeah.
Tri-Cities, Columbia Basin, right?
Westbrook has a good point. You have better college stats than LeBron James, so.
Facts, exactly. So yeah, I mean, LeBron averaged 0.0 points per game in college, as far as I'm concerned. So 2.2 more than him too. But yeah, no, we will get runs and we'll play. Cause chat's been talking trash a little too much. What's up, RIP? You're a little late, but welcome to the stream. We're about to sign off here. Yeah, so that wraps up the stream. We'll probably just BS and I don't know, chill on the post game show. We missed some shots. Said my coach would play his son the whole damn game and tell me I don't fit into his rotation. He threw me back to JV and I killed varsity scrimmages single-handedly. Yeah, my senior year, the last shot of my high school career was taken by a freshman who was the coach's son. It triggered me. He looked me off. I was open for a 3. We were down 2. I was going to knock it down. I had so much confidence in that situation. It was like, I'm not gonna let my career end like this. I was going to knock that shit down. And he looked at me and then shot a step back 3 and didn't even hit rim and bricked it off the backboard, and I was pissed. Yeah, so I know all about coach's sons, man. That was rough. That was rough. But yeah, so geez, I don't even want to relive that game. That game was that game was the toughest loss, dude. They had this big guy that was 6'8" who just posted up the whole entire game. And we're up 4 with a minute and a half left, and all of a sudden he steps out and hits 2 threes that are NBA range. There's just this 6'8" post who hadn't even shot outside of 5 feet. And then the last minute and a half, he steps outside, hits 2 threes to end my season, end my the high school career. Basically, it was what the hell, bro? You're not supposed to be doing that. You haven't done that all game. So yeah, I don't know. We can talk whatever you guys want to talk about on the post game stream. Unless we're breaking down a win. Hopefully, that's the case. But I don't have my hopes up. So anyway, that wraps up this stream. Thank you for tuning in to Blazers Uprise Live. We will have information tonight on the post game stream about a third channel we're launching. You know, we can't do highlights on this channel or our main channel. It can get you in trouble with streaming and whatnot. So we made a third channel. Eric actually set it up instead of me, so it wouldn't have... Here's the thing. If you own multiple YouTube channels and one of them gets in trouble for, like, copyright issues or whatever, then it can, like, restrict your streaming privileges on all the other YouTube accounts you own. So shout out to Eric. He created the highlights one so that it's by him instead of, by me. So that, I don't know, if anything happens, it shouldn't. Like, NBA lets full highlights go on. I just didn't want to risk it. But we got a... always ban Vivek. Every time he shows up, he's permabanned. By the way, mods, you guys know why. So just a good old permaban. Needed to get that in the stream. We will have more information on that. We'll, like, react to full game highlights occasionally and whatnot. Some of the stuff will be for channel members only. So we'll talk about that more tonight. Other than that, I don't know, anything else you wanna touch on?
No, just excited to watch the young guys play.
Yep, excited to watch CJ Ellaby get dunked on by Joel Embiid.
Well, let me just say this, this is like the 7th person who's mentioned I can't wait to watch Nasir. I hope Nasir has a good game. Nasir is out and that he is not playing. So you don't get your wish.
Sure, Vince, I'm not getting into that right now. But just basically just think of the word toxicity and go from there. Let your imagination run. You might get close. That wraps up the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you have a good rest of your night. We'll catch you on the post-game show after this one. We'll see what the Blazers can do tonight. We'll see if CJ Ellaby can maybe, have a decent performance. It'll be interesting to watch the young guys. I do agree with that. So anyway, that's a wrap. We'll catch you guys later. As always, peace out. Go Blazers.